It's normal to get bored from time to time, but what if you're bored a lot of the time and you just want to not be bored? You're looking for something to do. How can you use tapping to help you get out of the boredom? And what does the boredom actually mean in the first place? That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. But before I do, hi, I'm Sandra Inman, author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. So in this video, we're talking about boredom. Firstly, when you're bored, it could be either because you feel that you're stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. It has a very similar feeling to depression, where you feel that helplessness and hopelessness feeling. So it may just simply be that the situation you're in is calling you to change something in some way. So it may be as a call for change. Or it could also be a symbol that you're not really getting in touch with what it is you're really wanting in your life and really wanting to do. And that's usually because you may believe that you can't have it, that you can't achieve it. And that's why the energy of boredom is very similar to the energy of depression. It's a heavy energy, and it comes out of the inability to be able to see your way out of a particular situation. So maybe you're feeling bored, you don't know how to change it, you don't know what to do. And if you start to entertain any possibility of what you could do to make changes in your life in some way, or do something different, particularly if it's to do with a job or something, you could find that you've got a lot of negative self-talk, talking those options down before you've even had a chance to consciously think about them. So think of boredom as a way of you pinching yourself off from yourself and from you dreaming and really getting into your dreams about what you really want to be doing with your life. How would you ideally like to be living your life? And even if you've got these beliefs in the back of your mind saying this isn't possible, you can never have that, simply by dreaming about it and allowing yourself to, despite the negative chit-chat that's going on in your brain, to actually think about what it is you'd really like to do. And as you are thinking about what you'd really want to be doing, just take notice of how that feels in your body and where the resistance to that is coming from. So maybe you're bored with a job that you're in and you feel there's no way out. You might feel that you can't get another job. It's not a good time to be looking for work. Or what else are you going to be able to do? Or if you wanted to do what you'd really want to do, that's going to maybe involve some study, or it's going to involve some change. You don't want to go there, so you basically shut that door. Because boredom really is about shutting doors. It's about shutting all of the doors to potential options. You may find that if you do start to think about what it is you really want to be doing ideally, that you could find that taking you down all kinds of trails, and you don't know where that's going to end up. Maybe you think you've got to go and re-educate yourself, but maybe you don't. Maybe there's another way. And if you start to dream and to allow yourself to be emotionally and in your mind where you want to be and what you'd ideally like, you'd be amazed at the creativity that will start to come out of you, the options that will start appearing in front of you, because you've stopped blocking the law of attraction from showing you these different options, and you've stopped blocking your creative part of your brain from coming up with all sorts of different ideas and ways of doing things. Plus, you've got the reticular activating system, which is that part of the brain that notices things and brings things to your attention when you tell it what you want it to notice. So you'll start to notice more opportunities, and you'll start to notice more creative ways around you that you can start to move out of the situation that you're bored with. I know what it feels like to be bored. I've certainly been there. There is a way out of it. You just have to allow yourself to dream and allow yourself to put yourself in the situation in your imagination where you want to be or what you want to be doing. And if you don't know what that is, then just start at the beginning. Just start thinking, well, where would I like to be right now? In this moment, right here, right now, what would I rather be doing? What would I like to do now? If I could do anything in the world, I had no limitations, money wasn't an option, a limitation, mobility wasn't a limitation, I could just go and do it, it's not a problem. What would you be doing in this moment? And start from there. And then when you start to notice the negative chit-chat, then you can start to tap on it. So the tapping we're going to do today is to help those of you who are feeling stuck in boredom, to open you up, to loosen you up into starting to dream about what it is that you want to do, so that you can start bringing that to you from a law of attraction perspective. So just tapping on the karate chop point and repeating after me. Even though I'm really bored right now, I'm okay. Even though I am so bored and I don't know what to do about it, I'm going to honor how I feel. Even though I'm bored and I don't want to be, I'm going to honor the boredom anyway. So now we're going to tap on the points. This feeling of boredom. This heavy feeling of boredom. It's a heavy feeling. It's not pleasant. This feeling of boredom. I just don't know what to do. Every option seems closed to me. I can dream about what I'd like to be doing, but I can't do it. Every time I think of an option, it just seems futile. It seems hopeless. And I feel the weight of this hopelessness. I feel like I'm stuck. But what if I could just start dreaming anyway? Even if the doors are closed. Even if the doors seem closed to other options. What if I could just spend some minutes enjoying doing what I want to do in my imagination? What would I rather be doing right now? What would I rather be doing right now? If money wasn't a barrier, if time wasn't a barrier, if mobility wasn't a barrier, what would I be doing right now? What would I like to do? And then continue tapping as you come up with what it is that you want to do. And then as you're tapping on what it is that you want to do, start to tap on any negative thoughts that are telling you why you can't do it. So it might be something like, I really want to do this, but I can't do that. I can't do that. It's too expensive. I don't have the money. I don't have the time to make the changes I'd need to make. It's too hard. Or maybe I'm just not prepared to do what needs to be done. Or maybe I just don't know what needs to be done. And keep tapping and having a conversation with yourself. They're called tapping rants, and they're really, really good things to do. If you're stuck with knowing what to tap on, just have a rant to yourself. Have a talk to yourself while you're tapping. And with boredom, it works very, very well, because you can start to understand why you're bored. What is it that you're bored with? And then to start to allow yourself to investigate what options may be available to you. Now, at the very beginning, the only options available to you may be in your imagination. You may be only able to go to the place you want to go or do the things you want to do in your imagination. Tap on the belief that you're limited to doing that, and that by starting with dreaming about what you'd rather be doing, you're actually starting on the journey to creating what it is that you're wanting to create. And tap on the negative beliefs associated with that dream, so that you can start to wake up and take action on what it is that you're wanting to do moving forward. I have a lot of tapping in my book, Tapping into Abundance. If you want to get that book, it's available on Amazon in both a paperback and in Kindle. The link to that is in the description field below this video. The link is to the Amazon.com. If you are outside the US, then just scroll down. I think it's on the right-hand side of Amazon. It will show you where you can go to get those that download the Kindle and the paperback in your country. So if you like the video, also hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra, and I will see you on the next video.